What's good, my people? Definitely back again for another vibrations here on the one and only Mystelics reaction channel. You guys probably saw this video already. Well, a snippet of it. This is actually an hour and 11 minutes long. I'm not gonna be reacting to the full thing right there, but persons were like, yo, you need to react to the full thing because he's saying one thing and then he's saying another thing, completely contradicting what he's saying right there. And of course, they're like, you need to react to this, and they send me the actual link of the full video right there. I'll post that link in the description below if you guys want to see the full thing, but I'm gonna be reacting to bits and pieces of it, not definitely the full thing because I don't want to stay too long on this year's Sunday edition vibrations, but we're gonna take it out right there. So let's get it.
Just share that light for me there. I have a point to make there. Just share that light for me there.
Share it live.
I don't make noise. I have a point to make.
Okay.
Triller G, Run G, all of them. Promote. There you go. You calling me there now? Don't I start to talk. You tag everybody, tag DJ Shill. Yeah.
The man take a whole 2 minutes. Well, I guess it's introductions. That's how it is sometimes. Sometimes our introduction does go long.
In my passport, in the site, to whomever it may concern, tag them for me, please. That's what about everybody going to make them. Yeah. Make sure all you hear me properly. And let's go. I serious. I'm in Dominica right now. I, DJ MJ, I'm an entertainer. You understand? And I can talk, I can speak for a lot of my brothers. You know? And I got my fellow DJs, musicians.
Any breeze. Okay.
But us, we the entertainers, my brother. We have no kind of regard, no kind of help. Us. We are entertainers, and it has been months since we cannot do anything.
Well, that is largely due to the part that they shut down the place, and then I think they also stated that there's no large gatherings for which individuals do not want to take the injection. I mean, some persons actually took it, and some don't want to take it. But anyways, let's continue. So that's the reason why, you know, you guys think, but you guys can do like Cornell them and go online and do your thing, and then people send donations if they really want to send donations to you guys, and if you really care about entertainment, and that will be one of the ways you can actually do it. So
understand? We cannot do anything, my brother.
You can do something. You can actually do something. Anyways, let's continue.
We following all the rules.
I guess that is the injection card.
You see it there?
Moving along.
That's what the plan is, to fight against.
Okay, I have to try to limit that part there because I don't want them to, you know. Okay.
Flow, as they say. You know?
So I think his point here is that they got injections and they still are limited. I don't think people understand that even if you get the injections, you can still spread it. That is a fact. You can still carry, you can still get it, you can still spread it to other people. The same Rona injected people can also spread it to you as well, which is rather interesting when you listen to some. This is actual science, by the way. This is one of the reasons why Fauci them wanted people, the injected people, to then have masks inside their house so they wouldn't infect their family members. That is one of the reasons why. Anyways, let's continue.
Like 2016, 2017, you know, become to all my fans them one time, but we cannot do it again. Entertainment, DJing, singing, whatever fill you in.
Yeah, we know. The public cannot go into entertainment because they tell people they wear masks. I guess if you want to go in events, you might have to wear masks. But at the same time, they might be telling you have to be injected. And if you're injected, you still have to wear masks. Because that is the protocol that they're saying. That is the protocol that they're saying.
That is how 70% of us in Dominica has been feeding our families. You understand? That is how we have been feeding our families.
True, you provide some sort of service for individuals, they pay you for it and then you feed them.
Cool. And we don't see nothing, no sort of plan happening.
Because there's no plan happening, because I mean this is the very government that is limiting plans from actually happening. I mean, if you understand the whole thing, I think they should actually do what they're doing in Africa. Africa has one of the lowest cases, even though they said that Africa would be one of the places that were going to be devastated. They said there were going to be bodies in the streets and all kind of stuff. That was not the case at all. Africa actually has the lowest cases of the Rona in the entire world. And you know what they told them? They told them let them become infected so that they will gain natural immunity, and I guess that's what has been happening.
For us, nothing happening for us. We have our bills to pay. take it again. We cannot take it again. Like the bus drivers or the truckers to get recognition. I am appealing to the authorities, whoever is in charge, you understand, to give us a little support. We need it.
Well, that support would have to come through stimulus packages, and apparently they don't want to give no type of stimulus package, even though they're the ones stopping people from continue doing the normal work. I mean, Magwesa, before the whole injection thing was happening, people were circulating, having fun, there were events and whatnot, people were mask up and whatever. Then all of a sudden they say the whole thing starts spreading. Nope. Let me continue.
We need it. We need to feed our families. We need to pay our bills.
Yeah, the government should provide a stipend for you guys, or some sort of a stimulus package that would then give you guys the ability to then do these things, because they are the ones who preventing you guys from doing this. And it's rather interesting that I saw some clippings that he says that he will be voting for the very same people that's going to keep him oppressed. That is interesting right there.
We delinquent on our loans. I am fed up. I am fed up. Again, my fellow entertainers, brother, back me up on that, because I'm feeling the pain too.
Yeah, they feel the pain too, but even though they come up, there's nothing that's going to be happening, because you guys leaders are not helping you at all. I mean, Magwesa, they shut down the country, not as a result of you, but they still didn't give you no type of stipend or no type of stimulus package. I don't understand. And that's the people that you want to support. That's crazy.
Or you feeling the pain too? Let us know the problem. You check me.
That's the reason why I'm skipping through this thing, because you actually get the point of what he's actually saying. Let us entertainers come together and do something and whatnot, so we can get stuff. Yeah.
Hey, that boss, you confusing us, my brother. Music. So right now, from now till November 22nd or 25th, can't affect the boss.
But guys,
what message are they sending to us? What message are they sending to us, my brother? Are they telling us no music, no this?
It's rather interesting that I also saw that they actually shut down a live event. The police came and shut down a live event. A live event with people who were not there. They were playing music and stuff, and the police came and shut them down, which is rather interesting. It's a live event and the police came and shut it down. Interesting.
We don't have to go and block road. I have speakers, you know. We are speakers. My brother, we are speakers. We are transport. We are thing. We are DJ. We have a system that I am in. I am. Or they're giving us no recognition. I still wait. I say nobody can touch me. Road 2, Messier. We don't want to reach that stage. Or we don't need to block road. Even by auto trade, even the police come, I don't give a shit. No, I don't even know hat, no, boss. I don't even know hat, boss. I'm talking boy. I have nothing against the government.
And that is a problem right there. Because it's the very government that keeping you down, bro. That's the very government.
I have nothing against the Prime Minister. You understand? If I see the Prime Minister doing good, I say the Prime Minister doing good. You understand?
You know, a lot of people have been asking me about that very same sentiment right there. If they see the Prime Minister doing good and whatnot. And if the Prime Minister is doing good, you have to congratulate them. But you must also ask, why is the Prime Minister then doing good? It's kind of like taking away something from somebody and then giving them, like, let's say somebody have a bread. I keep using the breadcrumb mentality because that's a very vital point. Somebody has a bread. They was making their bread. You take away the bread from them. You take away the ability to make bread for them. And then you initially start giving them bread yourself. They were making bread for themselves and they were able to sell. Now they cannot do this because you take away, you ruin the economy, you screw that up. Then you're giving them bread. And then people looking at that, hey, that person giving them bread, that is a good thing that the person is giving you bread. But they completely forget that that is the same person that removed the ability from that person to make their own bread. That is what is happening. So you're saying the person giving you bread, that is a good thing. Completely forgetting the root situation of why that actually is. And this is what is happening in the economy. The economy has been dwindled down to people then begging. This is one of the reasons why a number of persons have been asking, is the government of Dominica demasculating or emasculating men? Because then the men have to go and then ask the government for some, look, this individual is doing right now. Why are you trying to stop man from making their bread? Why? So then what kind of assistance are you getting? No type of assistance.
And the Prime Minister has been doing a good job.
Whee.
I must say.
What good job is the Prime Minister doing? Building house for people who cannot build because they cannot build it because of the economy? I mean, yes, in hindsight, it's a good thing that the Prime Minister is doing. There are some people who actually need assistance. Definitely, no doubt about it. But if you're looking at the full picture of it, bro, who is destroying the economy? What funds, I mean, the growth sectors of Dominica, let's think about it. The growth sectors of Dominica, are they elevating? Is agriculture going up? Is tourism going up? Is the construction industry is going up? But who's handling the construction industry? The foreigners. So on earth, you're saying that the Prime Minister is doing a good job. On what basis do you base that on? The fact that construction industry is going up, and then the overseas construction companies come in to take majority of the monies away, and then they give in, like, let's say you're making $1 million, a company makes $1 million. They then give Dominica $10,000 out of the $1 million and keep $990,000. 990,000, I tell you, boy. And then we'll say that is a good thing because they are actually giving the Dominicans employment when they making all the money at the most times. When the Dominicans themselves can do it. There's the construction industry in Dominica. Agriculture has gone down. Tourism has gone down. I mean, come on. The growth sectors of Dominica are affected because of the economy. Ross left Dominica, not because they wanted to. Ross left Dominica because of the neglect as well that they face by the very government themselves. I know the story. I know the story. And look, right now, we have the Prime Minister who is one of the shareholders or one of the people who is in charge of the Bajan houses. Isn't that what we were told by some of the leaders of the opposition when it comes on to that situation? When you go back and people in Barbados realizing that it's the same thing as well. Who is in charge of this stuff? Yet still they're talking about the Dominican people who don't have... It's like taking something from the Dominican people and completely removing it. And then you who removed it from them is a partaker of it in another island. I mean... But the Prime Minister is... Alright.
But there are areas that you are lacking, you are ignoring. You understand, Mr. Prime Minister? No disrespect to you. You have been doing that for...
It seems like he's saying all this because he has some sort of... The Prime Minister maybe helps him in giving funds and whatnot. So he doesn't really want to blast the Prime Minister in this regard. So it seems like he's kind of, you know, thinking on that as well. But
fantastic job.
He's not doing a fantastic job, bro. He's not. The country is making most of its money through CBI. Most of its money through CBI, and you wonder how much money it actually is. There's no accountability of that. What is the good job that the Prime Minister is doing? Like I said before, he builds houses for individuals. That is a good thing, yes. But if the people themselves cannot build it because the Prime Minister them is killing the economy, then who is to blame that people cannot build their houses? Even though it's a nice thing that they are building houses for people. You don't understand the dependency state, and we were celebrating 43 years of independence. It's interesting.
You understand? Despite all the controversy and whatever, nobody's not perfect. But from my point of view,
I agree, nobody's perfect. But at least you should show some sort of effort of trying to help the people. Trying to build up the economy that people can then stand on their own to do things for themselves. I mean, people have to come and beg you for $5,000, $10,000 every 5 years for their vote. I mean, look at what is happening in Grand Bay. Grand Bay is a prime example of that. Windows and doors. People want to sell a vote for windows and doors. And a lady on the internet says she's looking for a cement. For 4 years, she don't get cement. I mean...
you have been doing some solid things in Dominica. Things I've never seen in my life. I never somebody that does vote or them kind of thing. They say
So you're not voting for the very people that you think is good for Dominica? You don't vote? Okay.
If you don't vote, then what? That's not the topic here. This is non-political.
It is political, bro. Everything that you do, you're talking right now, you have the camera in your hand, the place that you talk, you are talking politics right now. Because you realize the policies that are put in place is not helping you. Especially for your business and for the other entertainments in Dominica. This is politics. You said it's not politics, but it's politics. Politics is not partition, you know, red, blue, purple. None of that. Politics is policies put in place to help the people. That is politics. The very close. Look at this. This is politics. Because these are policies that allow you to wear these kind of things. In certain places, women wear these things that is not allowed. That is politics as well. So, when you're talking about it's not politics, it's actually politics, bro. Politics is not blue and red and purple. That is partition politics. Politics is what affects Dominica and the people itself. There's a socio-political environment. There's the economical and political environment. There's the macro and micro of the economy when it comes down to the political environment and the policies put in.
Go watch me in my cinema last night. I put a red shirt on me. I see truck passing and make video. If you know me, you know my cinema man.
So he was pretty much trolling when it comes on to that situation when we saw the other day. Alright.
You understand? But I standing for what is right.
True. But you must not say you're supporting the very people that are keeping you down, bro. I mean, come on. This is not rocket science. The people who are keeping you down are literally keeping you down because they choose to keep you down. And then they give society dregs. They give society dregs. I mean, how much money is being made out overseas and are kept in offshore banks? I mean, if it wasn't for Lennox Linton them, we would never know these kind of things. Well, I would eventually find out certain things in this regard. But then the question is, how many people would actually believe, hey, Mystelics saying that's not true. But then we found out, because remember, they were trying to cover it up. And then Tony Astafans came out and said, yes, they have monies in offshore banks to keep things outside there. And Ian Douglas was talking the other day, talking about, oh, if the Prime Minister didn't keep things outside 500 for Hurricane Maria, it's as if he had foresight to see these things. But apparently he didn't see the foresight for the Rona situation, though. Because nobody got stimulus. I mean, they were giving farmers drum provision as a stimulus in yellow bags.
You understand? Right now, we cannot take it no more. I cannot take it no more.
But if you cannot take it up when you support the very people that are keeping you down, that means you can take it, and you should continue taking it if that is the very people that you're supporting. It's simple as that.
And the rest of all that not talking there, I will still speak for all you.
To speak for them, just like I speak for a lot of people. People want to send me their stuff, and then they don't want to say nothing, because if any repercussions have to happen, it won't fall on them. So some of us have to actually speak for the people who are quiet, especially when it comes down to the students overseas. The students them balling. Well, thank God the Prime Minister them finally gave or the different PAL reps finally gave a promissory note so that the students wouldn't have to bother about paying their own school fees this semester. Hopefully next semester that doesn't happen again. But I mean, people are going. All you don't know what's going on there. All you don't know about.
Don't worry, all ready to talk. I will speak for all you. Hey, we can choose the other side. We can choose the street. We can choose the gangster role. This is not a threat. I'm just saying it. We don't have to go through that for it to give us some recognition.
It's true. But eventually, when push comes to shove, these kind of things will take place. This is one of the reasons why I made sure, and I know this kind of situation was going to happen, so I had to ensure doing my thing to try to secure myself and secure my friends and some of my family and what have you. Because we knew these things was going to come. And it's not to say because of the Rona, no. The economy was going down. The economy was going down. I remember when the Prime Minister was saying we don't owe Venezuela anything. So how do you trust the government for what the things that they say? When the government themselves say they don't owe Venezuela nothing, then after Hurricane Maria or Tropical Storm Erica, whichever one it is, I think it's Hurricane Maria, Venezuela gave Dominica debt forgiveness. How do you owe people? How do you give people debt forgiveness if you don't owe them? That's something.
Whoever is involved, whoever is in charge of that field, we are suffering.
Yeah, they know. It's not like they don't know this. They know this. I mean, if they realized and wanted to care about the people, they give people stimulus package. Take some of the monies overseas, the billions of dollars, the 1.2 and the 2 point whatever, that is 3 point something billion dollars that was missing. At least take half, no? At least take half. No, not half. At least take a quarter. About $750,000. $750 million. At least take half of it and bring it down to the people to share amongst themselves. You don't need all this. You probably need about $500,000. Because if you have $500 million, you'll be able to give 500 people $1 million. Back beside, just
I still standing strong today. You understand? But I just appealing that we cannot take more. We cannot take more. We cannot take more, boss. You check? We cannot take more.
You keep crying and say we cannot take more. At the same breath, you still want to say that the Prime Minister who's dwindling these things is still doing. And I understand your plight when you say, oh, everybody get injected and whatnot. So let us have our injected thing. I saw some of the clips. I'm not gonna be able to do that full thing right there, guys. But I saw some of the clips when he was talking about, getting injected and the people, they need to have their own injected party and whatnot. But you have to realize that the very injected people can also spread the thing. So anyways, guys, let me continue a bit.
We cannot take more than protocols. I said of $4. That is $2. You understand?
You agree, Rich.
Everybody to come there. I call
in the world worse than seeing your child hungry I can give your child food.
Why, fam?
You cannot give your child something for Christmas coming up. That thing's worse than COVID. That thing's worse than COVID. What do you expect them to do? That people, that thing worse than COVID, telling you.
But Mr. The two say that boy, you'll flag me. There.
That woman that coming to me rich. What happened in the $50 you can get it? I say,
so they planning to give you $50 for your work? Well, I guess you should do $50 work. You can't be there doing your DJing stuff for 2-3 hours and the $50 they're giving you, and they making any money on you too. I mean, if you have to look at the side and say, okay, fine, after all expenses you get half, I get half. That can help, because if you do your DJ stuff for people and you normally get $1,000 and it's only $1,000 that was raised as a result, you take out the expenses of that, and if the expenses come to $750, then you just give them half and you hold half. Isn't that fair? I mean, you have to adapt sometimes to the situation.
I say, girl, hurt my heart, boss. I say, what do you mean? Hurt my heart. A girl like Sina never make bomb in her life. Woman making bomb now.
Yep, I've heard this kind of things taking place in the area. A lot of people seem to be selling their body to see if they can get some monies and whatnot. I've kind of experienced people coming to me in that kind of regard. And, what? No, wrong person. Wrong person.
If that woman making bomb now for $20-$50, why the country hard? It has nothing to do. And you have things worse than COVID. And me personally, I rather take care of my child and my bills than and get the virus 100 times.
I agree. I rather get that than to be taking the injection. 100%. Make sure if you want to get this, that's what they're telling people of Africa to do. They say get it and then you get your natural immunity. That's what they're telling them. But you also have to make sure that if you get this stuff, you take your vitamin D, your vitamin C, your zinc, and I think what is it? Some melatonin or some kind of things like that. You get this stuff so that you can actually bump back very quickly. And of course you can steam. I don't know what are the reasons why. Anyways, guys, check out that clip right there. I going too long on this thing, but you guys can definitely check out the vibes.
Everything going up. Corn beef going up.
Corn beef, everything going up. True. I listened to a live in not a live. I listened to one at Congress when they were talking about different things that going up in the United States as well. I remember I used to buying cooking gas for like $32, I think, $33. Gas now, I bought cooking gas the other day, $44.50. So things are going up. And it seems like that is a willful act because this whole situation didn't have to be. But what I know, my camera just died, guys. My camera just died. let me see if I can continue a little bit more.
We need a man. I need a man like you this morning. All you there, all you not talking, boss. All you not talking.
A lot of people are shy to talk, man, and they expect things to change. I was actually talking to a lady last night about the whole situation that is taking place in Guadeloupe and the situation that is taking place in Austria. So in Austria, apparently, as of February 2022, they're apparently going to be locking up people who are not injected for 4 weeks. So if you're not injected, they're gonna. I'm thinking, and we're talking about what is happening in Guadeloupe. I asked her what she think that the people in Guadeloupe should do. I asked her if the people should just stay quiet and just take whatever they're giving them. I mean, look at what is going to apparently happen in Austria. If the Austria people do decide to stand up, then they're gonna have to take it or go to jail because they refuse to take something inside their body. I don't know if that is the truth. That is one of the things that is sent for me. But if that is the case, Marquesa. And she says she doesn't agree with what happened in Guadeloupe. What do you expect the people in Guadeloupe to do? Just take it? They say they don't want it. The people supposed to be the government supposed to be serving the people, not the people serving the government. Or the government can just decide to put things on people. You follow the protocols, wear your mask and whatnot. You have to wear it, you go in society. Nothing was wrong with this. I mean, the time you wear a mask and you still passing in let's continue.
Boss, all you not talking. You I didn't get anything, boss.
Last night you was these 2 days that boy.
Boy, what is you making me see?
You can never talk, you have them on.
Look, they say somebody tag the person, you're waiting for free for there. You check in different fields. The landlords not suffering because their rent have to pay regardless. You understand? But
the landlords suffering me. Trust me.
What are they really?
When Ross left, the landlords and a lot of them met me. Woo! They say the people themselves don't say nothing and tell him to build back. They go and take loan to build back. Next thing, Ross never came back. Ross never came back. And they had to take loan to try to fix back because the insurance companies didn't come through, or the insurance companies didn't have monies to give them. They took loans. They had to pay back these loans now without no thing, and then they just interesting.
Dominica, and all you need us. We supposed to be priority. We are is not balanced. Now anything that balance is going to go sideways.
True. Anything that not balanced is going to go sideways. I think you're crying there.
Boy, all the boss. I don't know how to call people friend, boy. Boy, pass me straight on the road, boy. Did my analysis for the day. Oh, you can do better than that. You check. I'll take it. I'm happy to get you water. Flash, take some glass. Take a glass and give you some water.
Water free, you know. You can just go in the river and get water. Eh?
Anybody, I'm talking about development and all the targeting. Everybody. All the targeting one set of people, my brother.
That's the oligarchy. They call that the oligarchy. The people at the top are getting the monies while they're giving little drugs to the people so that they cannot be too hungry. You know, they don't want you starving. They want you hungry enough but not starving. So they give you little breadcrumbs to keep you, keep you on constantly. I want some, please. And you get a little, thank you.
One set of people to buy windows. All give them windows, eh? Or the targeting everybody. Or the targeting one set of people, my brother. One set of people. Somebody, or in other words, somebody that's working and able to afford to buy windows. Or give them windows, eh? I just joined a reference, eh?
Grant, what are you talking about, man?
Somebody that is able to afford, or you're giving it to them, and the people that are hungry and dying, or you just studying them, not because of checking, they're not nobody, but all of us equal. Balance. You have to be balanced. Realize that I'm not the only one. Corporate that there, they're empty. You see it? You don't have more. 3 months have passed. Yesterday, I buy a yam pay. 2 yam pay, I buy yam pay from the fry.
Expensive.
From to put it there, from to eat. Because bread go up 3.25 for bread.
Papa, man.
Check me.
Papa, man. Maybe is the type of bread you buying?
That is a question for the day. Nothing against the God for who I comment on the Prime
Okay,
Minister.
that is the part people were telling me to come and comment on. I know it take a long time, but still.
To some of all the nonsense people that say I vote in Labour, or I vote in Workers, or I vote in Papi. This is a non-political life.
It is.
I vote for who I want. Or doing things, whatever story. But it's not supposed to be so. Brother, so all of the country, somebody will vote. By the vote for you, but you still in government, you win.
True.
Me against you or not, you still have to check me. So
Yep.
it be.
So it's supposed to be. But that's not how it is. That's not how it is, man. And we all know that's not how it is. Because when they come in to distribute their yam and thing in society, they go into their constituencies to distribute it. Even when they were distributing turkey the other day, they go into their people. And then a few people from the other team would get, and they would say, but wait, we give the other people some. Interesting, innit?
I'm not saying that I for whoever party, Don't make a video and record what I say, I like a piece and say it for scary, the Prime Minister. You understand? Don't get me wrong, don't come and twist and tell my words. People that really understand what I say. I talking for all you, but all you still to be the hero, all your positions, so all you take it and send it for the Prime Minister. And say, boy, look, MJ talking against you. I am not speaking against the Prime Minister. No!
But he's the one, the Prime Minister is the one that keeping you there, bro. If you're not speaking against him, who are you speaking to? Who are you speaking to? Are you speaking to the people of the country? It's not they that have the country like that. Although they are the ones who vote in for the Prime Minister, though. So they need to take probably more than 50% of the blame. But the actions of the people who are actually limiting the people is the Prime Minister's them. They are the ones screwing up the economy. I look at Biden. Biden is the one screwing up the place in the United States. I warn people about Biden. I warn people. Look, they seen it happening to them. Prices skyrocket never before. Look, they were talking about the borders the other day. Borders. I think last year was about 400 and something thousand people that were at the borders. this year 1.7 million, I was gonna say billion, 1.7 million people came at the borders and they were coming through. You have all kind of people who they are allowed to come through who are doing crimes in the United States. One of the guys who came in, he was a 24-year-old man, and he came in as a 17-year-old boy. Came in, he need amnesty and whatnot. He came in, the family took him in, and the guy, the 24-year-old boy who pretended to be the 17-year-old boy, he murdered the husband of the family. He murdered the guy.
Speaking for development and entertainers directly and everybody else that's suffering. One side of people are getting things in Dominica. Some of us have to run from Dominica.
But that's what people doing. They're running from Dominica. Anyways, guys, I probably go too long on this thing. So let me know your thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. I'll post the link of this in the description below because I know I kind of went a little, on it. But yeah. Anyways, keep it locked.